With Iron Man 2 marking the beginning of the summer movie season, one company that's directly plugged into the movie-going business is Entertainment Properties Trust. The Entertainment REIT, which owns 96 megaplex theaters, reporting first-quarter revenues of $75 million this week, up $11 million from a year earlier. David Brain is the CEO of the company, and he joins us from Kansas City, Missouri. Good to have you on the program, sir.
It's my pleasure. Thank you. Good to be with you.
So can you characterize the business for us? Was the boost to your movie theater business more a function of better movies or consumers looking for less expensive entertainment alternatives?
Well, I think it's a combination. I mean, Avatar was really a quality, I think, unprecedented. It was breaking new ground. And then Alice in Wonderland, I think, also had some things that are really unprecedented with regard to quality. So it's good quality films, good quality execution, but it's also the consumer clearly looking for that lower cost out-of-home entertainment alternative that's really altogether is making it a very good time at the cinema right now.
So you recently announced you're raising funds. How will you use the money, and why raise funds now?
This week we did. We raised about $150 million on a secondary offering, and we have about a 12-theater group under contract for about $125 million where we're going to invest that money. That's a very look-alike transaction. What we did last November, we raised close to $200 million, and we then went and bought 15 theaters and 5 charter schools. We do the public charter school investing as well. So it's a very good time to be buying. Real estate can be had at a pretty good price. The industry's going very well, and the market had really come back based on what really the cinema had demonstrated and our other areas of investment had demonstrated throughout '09. And the market had recovered generally. We'd done a little better, I think, than average, and we were able to get some money at a pretty good price and invest it in very good terms.
So in terms of your own expansion with that money, what is the money going to be used for in terms of the business?
The money we raised just this week is spoken for largely. It's about $150 million, and as I say, we have 12 theater portfolio under contract at about $125 million. So that will be kind of match funded for that, and that will continue to expand the company's footprint. Largely, these are in California and Texas, largely operated by Cinemark, and it's going to be at a very accretive cap rate, so it'll add to the earnings per share. And we'll have no debt associated with this. It'll continue to delever the company, which will be a good thing too, given still the uncertainty that's with us, with all things that are going on, Greece and otherwise.
So recently, we are coming off of the bottom in terms of movie-going business. People return to going to the movies again after a really long dry spell. What do you think the outlook is right now in terms of business in movie theaters? I mean, is there something that you can think of that would make the experience a more pleasurable one?
Well, first let me tell you, I don't think we've been on that much of a dry spell. We've probably been on a 3% compound growth rate. Coming into the '09 period, we went 10, and we're about 7% up this year to date, and it's getting better all the time. And I think what you've seen with regard to some of the digital quality, the 3D implementation, and you'll continue to see at the cinema, and it won't be much of a movie theater anymore because we're going to alternative content like concerts and other sporting events, other kind of appearance events that are going to be available in a digital world that were not available in an analog world. So it's getting better all the time, and the price points for some of these events are no longer the $7 to $10 ticket that the movies are, but they're going to the mid-teens and even some into the 20s. You
also got into the winery business, right, which has seen some bumps in the road. Purely a case of consumers trading down?
Yes, we have. That's really the fourth. We have the cinema, and then we have the charter school investing. We also have some ski property investing, and then lastly some wineries and vineyards. And in the '09 recession period, we felt more pressure. We saw more tenant pressure to our customers in the wine business than any of those others, and there was some trading down in wine, no doubt about it. And we've taken a couple of lumps in that investment portfolio. Still a good part of the portfolio overall. But yes, that was the area where people really were doing some economizing and what they were doing with their wine purchases.
Real quick, what's your expectation for Iron Man?
Well, I think 140 is the number out for which put in top 5. It won't break the Batman record, but it probably is about right. It had a very strong midnight opening, as your front piece just talked about, and I bet it'll do every dollar of that.
David, good to have you on the program. We so appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you.
David
Good to see you.
We will see you soon.